Hello there. Have you heard about knowledge money? It's a concept where you get to make money from what you know, from your existing knowledge. Emeka Novice is about to give insights on this topic. Remember to get your writing materials and jot things down.
I think it was in 2012 or 2013 where I began to practice the concept of segmentation. And what do I mean by that? I'm going to explain to you in this conversation. It's a concept whereby you take the entire 12 months of the year and then you break them into content that you can be creating based on your identified core and your parallels. So for me, what I do basically is that I help individuals to monetize what they know, to monetize their stories, monetize their experiences, monetize their knowledge, monetize what they have mastered. Of course, basically, if you've been listening to me, you will definitely know that that's what I'm about. And so there are things, that's the overall thing that I do. That's the overall thing. That's my core. But to be able to achieve that, there are things that I have to learn. There are skills, there are things that I have to buttress that core thing that I do. All right. So I take the year and then I break it down into segments. So there's something to teach in the month of January, February, March, and down till December. So I can just give you examples. I mean, using my own, my core and corollaries, basically. I can call them corollaries or I can call them parallels. They're basically the same thing if you hear that from me. All right. So it could be social media optimization. So I'm giving you 12 of the corollaries that I can focus on and I can create content around for the 12 calendar months of the year. 12 social media optimization, creating transforming content, personal goal setting, online course creation, public speaking, book publishing and marketing systems, hosting conferences, building your personal brand, automating systems, leveraging collaborations, special season sales. So you see that if I am going to make money from what I know, there are corollaries or parallels that I have to be able to utilize to be able to do that. For example, when it comes to social media optimization, what should I do on social media to be able to make people to love what I'm doing, accept that I can be of help to them, and then patronize what it is that I'm offering to the world? All right. Creating transforming content. All right. If you've got to be able to be out there, you've got to be able to create transforming content if you want to make money from what you know. Online course creation, that's where it has to do with you creating products that people have to buy. Public speaking, of course. If you truly want to be known and loved and influential, you should consider public speaking. So I speak on stages. So that's one of the things that I also do to be able to monetize everything that I know. All right. Marketing systems, of course. If you have to have a marketing system that can help you to constantly reach out to individuals, nurture them, and see how they can go from just being nurtured, right, to becoming individuals who patronize your product consistently. Hosting conferences, of course. I host a lot of conferences. If you truly also want to be someone that is known and influential, hosting conferences is a way to be out there, is a way to project and push forth your messages, and people will also buy from you, right? Leveraging collaboration. So you see that I've been able to take the core thing that I do and break it down into 12 calendar months that consist of my corollary. So it's the same thing that you ought to do, all right? Take the entire year, look at that thing that you do, whatever it is that you do, whether you're helping married people to enjoy marriages more, whether you're helping single couples to get married, whether you're helping individuals to optimize the marketing, whatever it is that you do, you can break them down, sit down and break them down into 12 calendar months. And then you will have definitely every month, you now have a focus on what you have to do every month without you just being all over the place, right? And so when you have broken those things down, right, you now begin to provide insights. What we do when it has to do with content creation online is to provide insights, all right? So every month you provide insight on each of those corollaries that you have identified. So for me, when it has to do with hosting conferences, I provide insights. What should you do when you want to host conferences? How do you get your speakers? How do you plan for the conference? How do you deal with volunteers? There are a whole lot, right? How do you make money for the conferences? What kind of products should you sell during the conferences? I begin to provide insights, right? And when you're doing that, you're deepening your wisdom, because people are going to buy into your wisdom. That's what they're looking for, right? To buy into your wisdom to be able to accelerate their own journey, buy into your wisdom to be able to optimize their own sales, whichever industry that they are and that you're providing these insights for, right? And then when you're doing these things, make sure to document. You can't do without documentation if you want to make money from what you know. Documentation is an essential part of what it is that we do. It's essential. You've got to learn how to document, right? And for me, this is my notepad, this is my iPad that I'm using to teach now, right? And inside of my iPad, I have what is called Evernote. So I use two kinds of systems. I use Evernote or I use Zoho. I'm going to share about Evernote in subsequent videos, but Evernote helps you, is an online application that you can sync. I can sync into my iPhone. I can sync it to my Samsung phone, Android phones, and whatever it is that I'm doing on the Evernote stays there, right? What I mean is that when I'm done, I save it, it's connected online, and they are synced to other devices of mine, so that when I pick up another device, I can continue from where I stopped without losing. And it's saved in the cloud. So it's not a device, so you're not losing it. As long as you can log in, you can have access on any of the devices that are synced to the same account. Or Zoho. So Zoho.com is another one that I use. There, you can use it to save all your documented notes so that you can have access to them. And so based on the content that you're providing insights on, you can even do webinars and workshops and trainings. So in the month, every month, you can do a webinar on automated systems. You can do a webinar on public speaking. You can do a webinar on personal goal setting, all right? And people can attend. And then from the content that you've created, you can now create your knowledge products. You create your knowledge products from the content you've created. So there can be knowledge product on hosting conferences. For example, I'm doing a course now. I'm creating a course on hosting profitable conferences. I'm also going to write a book from that. So after doing the audio course, it's going to be converted into a printed book, published book that people can buy. So based on the content you're providing, you can do webinars or workshops and trainings, and that can be amazing. All right. So from the content, you now create your knowledge products. From the content that you're creating, you can create your knowledge products. I think I've said that already, and there has to be an emphasis on that. Based on the knowledge products you've created, right, you can batch the knowledge products quarterly or yearly. So let's say, for example, you've created 12 ebooks or 24 ebooks. Ebooks can have 6,000 words or 8,000 words in each of any ebook that you create, right? It shouldn't be that bulky. I've seen ebooks of 30,000 words, even ebooks of 2,000 words, right? So imagine that you've created 12 or 24 ebooks in a year. Maybe from January to March or to April, you've created, let's say 4 ebooks, right? Or 8 ebooks, for example. You can batch all of them together. Let's say one ebook is about $5 and 8 ebooks is about $40, right? $40. You can decide to say, for the 8 ebooks that I've created, instead of you to buy them at $5 each, you can buy the 8 of them at $20. That can make money for you because people love to buy in volume for small amount. It's a human psychology, right? So you can batch your products quarterly or yearly. There's a friend of mine that I know that does that. Her name is Trisha Bees. Trisha Bees is always batching. She's batching her webinars. She's batching her workshops and trainings, and she can batch them 12, 13, 15 in just, as she calls it, like a magic box, gives it a name. An individual seeing that the quantity inside can be very beneficial to them, they tend to buy. And so based on all the things you've done, right, you can create a signature program that can have cohorts. It becomes a standardized methodology that they can pass across to others for a fee. For example, I have the Knowledge Money University, and we have 3 cohorts. We have January, we have May, and then we have September. It's an 8-week program where people go through to be able to understand exactly what they ought to do to be able to make money. So all the things that I'm creating randomly and providing insights randomly, everything is brought together in a cohesive pattern and take them from step by step and step by step till they're able to understand what it takes for them to be able to earn money from what it is that they know. I can give you a few examples of individuals who are currently doing it. Choma Ifanyeze has what she calls She calls what's it called? Data Entry Academy. Sorry. She has Data Entry Academy where she teaches people 30 skills that they can use to succeed in the workplace, and that can also make money for them. A friend of mine also, Real One Akeya Wale, he has what he calls after school skills program. Right, so those who have gone to university, there's a program that he has identified, he has set up a structure around, and that people who have gone through university can learn the skills that are not taught within the school, and then with these skills, that can be able to survive in life. They can be able to get jobs. They can be able to start their businesses. He has that. It's a standardized methodology that he has established to be able to do that. And then finally, Modube Hirim has what she calls the Right Fit Marriage Academy. So individuals who want to get married, she takes them through the process for 12 weeks to understand if they fit, actually, all right? So that they don't make a mistake and get into marriage and find out that they were not actually supposed to be together. So I mentioned again, Choma Ifanyeze has the Data Entry Academy, Real One Akeya Wale has After Schools Skill Program, and then Modube Hirim has the Right Fit Marriage Academy. So based on these things that you've identified for which you're creating content, you can decide to have a standardized program that you can now put in all the methodology that can help individuals to be able to establish and get the results they're seeking for, and then you can have them in cohorts. That helps you to have concentrated effort. People, so you market and people get in, and you can even make a lot more in terms of money if you can establish that. All right, so that's it. In closing, I have a book that can help you. It's written by me. It's called Bank a Lot. All right, so Bank a Lot is how to turn what you already know into an online course and make $1,000. If you can make more than $1,000, that's fine, but that's why it's something that is basic every month. For me, I do it every month personally. So written Bank a Lot, and you can get a copy for yourself. There's content around this video, wherever you're watching, maybe YouTube or Facebook, whichever, any platform, and then you can get across to the book. You can make $1,000 if you decide to do so. All right, this book can help you. It's an amazing book that I'm reading, Bank a Lot. All right, that's it. So guys, go ahead and enjoy yourself. As I said, and I always say, live your best life always.
Hope you jotted things down, because I certainly did. I mean, making money from what you know, that's what's up. Rush now to Emeka Novice's YouTube page, subscribe, like, comment, and share, and get updated on more of his videos.